Ladies and gentlemen, bros, welcome back to another video. Today, I want to talk about ways you can improve your building skills, okay? Now, I will admit, I am not the best builder in the world, but I have improved quite a bit, I believe. I have some older worlds that I might show in the future, but not in today's video because I just don't have time. But I've improved quite a bit, and I've learned some ways that you can improve yourself. Now, let's jump into this first one, okay? Now, not all of these are going to be, like, straightforward and, like, just do this to build better, but, like, they're going to be, you gotta... Inspiration. The first one is in-game inspiration. Now, what I'm talking about here is pretty simple. On Minecraft Bedrock, and I'm pretty sure on Java, just hop on a random public server. I was bored one day on Bedrock, and I was like, you know what? What's this dragon server that popped up? You gotta pay to actually play it. I'm not gonna do that, but I noticed some cool builds here. Look at this tree. It's so simple, but, I'm trash at making custom trees at the moment. These are so cool. They're tall, they're nice, and they use slabs in a way that I've never seen before. I kind of thought that was cool. So I continued running around, and I found more cool things. Look at this. The texturing. It's so simple. So simple. But if you just run around some servers, you can find the simplest things you can implement in your world too. Like, look at this. You got layers, you got everything. There's just so many things you can find. The inspiration in the game, there's just so much. It's not hard to, find something cool or something that you haven't done before. Now, obviously, we're in Bed Wars right here. There's some things that you can't do. You gotta keep that in mind. Certain blocks that you can't get, like this one. I don't know what block this is supposed to be, but you can't get that. And, some texture packs that you gotta get around. But in reality, a lot of these are very similar to the ones that we already have. I mean, look, there's trapdoors pretty much right there. Planks. It's not too hard, In-game inspiration. It's very helpful. Another tip I have, and this is a very, very important one that has helped me improve so much lately, and that is to use new blocks. Don't use oak logs, cobble, and stone bricks constantly. I'm not saying don't use them, but don't rely on them for all of your builds every time, okay? You can make something out of oak and cobblestone and stuff every now and then, if it requires it. But don't rely heavily on these 3 blocks, because I feel like so many people do that. You go to almost any public server, and they are using those 3 blocks. Instead, try new things. Look at me, the tough block. It came out, and to be honest, I've always kind of thought this block looked cool when I was seeing other people's videos. And I've been trying to use it, and same for copper bulbs. I'm experimenting with those, seeing if they're going to fit in with my area that I'm trying to make here. Another one that I've been experimenting with heavily is concrete and terracotta colors and color schemes. I've been trying to dive into color schemes and try to understand how to texture things a bit better, weather down things. This building's supposed to look a little weathered down. And if we look over here, cobwebs, I'm experimenting with those. If we head all the way over here, as you can see as we get closer, this little path to the side, I've been experimenting with tuff and texturing with that. And then it's going decently. Kind of. I think it's looking okay. But just try to use different blocks and see what you can get out of them. The more blocks that you can get in your repertoire, I think I used that word correctly, the better off you are. The more things you can make, the more creative you can be. You just don't use the same 3 blocks. But of course, one of the things you need to try to avoid is don't overuse the same block. As you can see here, I've been starting to use tuff a little bit too much lately. So I've been trying to back away from using tuff that much, but also using it at the same time and experimenting. Another important tip is to add layers to your build. These next 2 tips are going to be more, straightforward things that you can implement immediately. Add layers to your build, okay? Look, it's super simple and it enhances everything so quickly. Just moving this door back makes it look so much better. But there's so much more that we can do here to make this look so much better. It's just so simple. So simple. One of the things I've been trying to do lately is something like this. Something like where we can push the door back even more. And then we grab some stone bricks and do that. And just like that. And I know I'm breaking my tip from last time, but I'm trying to keep it simple. But look at that. See? This already looks so much better. And to make it even better, get rid of these logs that are flat with the planks and do something like this. Boom. And that just immediately makes it look so much better than before. And now for our next tip, this one goes along with this. Add life to your builds. This is so huge, so huge. The leaves right here, or as I like to call them, bushes, they are so freaking helpful, okay? They can change everything. When I'm clueless on how to make a build look slightly better, I'm like, you know what? Let's throw in some leaves, you know? Because they just make things look so much more alive, somehow. And then, of course, you can add some path blocks and make it daytime real quick. Add some path blocks to it. Make it look like it has a destination and a place to go, or something like that, you know? Just things that you can add in nature around it can just make it seem much more, you know, alive. And then we can use bone meal. Bone meal's huge. Bone meal is huge. Don't overdo it though, like I did right here. This is not how you should do it. I ended up breaking some things here. Don't overdo it, because then it just looks weird or like overgrown grass. But flowers, the randomness, the slight puffs of tall grass look great. Another thing that you can kind of experiment with here is you can use stripped logs to kind of texture this. Make it look like it's been here for a while, you know? Obviously, if it was a brand new build, it probably wouldn't have those kind of textures, but it just looks so much better. If it looks almost kind of weathered, almost. Not really sure, not really sure. But buttons can be huge too for texturing. Maybe not on this log right here, that looks a little weird, but right here. Boom, boom. Add some more, I don't know what, this texture, I guess. Then you can add some stone buttons, and these look like rocks. Rocks from the ground. Because there are rocks in real life that you might find underground. And then the next thing that we will add is some trees. Trees are huge. You can make custom ones. I'd rather make custom ones, to be honest, because you don't know what you're going to get. This one came out a little bit weird. I don't love that tree. It's a little low, but whatever. And then we'll add one right here. It's also a little low, but it kind of works. And this just looks like it's more alive. Without looking ran down. You don't want it to look ran down. But tell me, which one looks better? This? Or this? I think we know the answer. I think we know the answer. Just those simple things. Just put in a little bit more effort, and it can make your build look so much better. It just takes a little bit more effort and time. Now, I hope you enjoyed this straightforward tip and something that you can immediately do. But this next one is something that you're just going to have to get off the game. You're going to have to go outside and touch grass, you loser. Okay? Because outside inspiration can help you so much. I went traveling a while ago and found some inspiration. I took a picture of it, which I don't take a lot of pictures, but here's one of them. Probably the only good picture I got the whole time, because I'm not a picture taker. But I just love to look at this building, this church, or whatever it is. I liked it a lot. And I felt inspired, and I came back from my trip, and just felt inspired to build, and I got better at building, I think. But doing stuff like that can help out so much. Just get out of your house, stop playing Minecraft, or whatever. Go on a trip, go on a hike, it doesn't matter. Do whatever, and you can get so much better. It sounds weird, going outside so you can get better at playing Minecraft, but this goes with anything. Minecraft is like an art, almost. And you need to get inspired sometimes. You're not going to feel inspired all the time if you're stuck inside, or stuck in your Minecraft world, I don't know, just take my tip and go touch some freaking grass. And now, for our last one. This one kind of correlates with some of the others, but it is to try new things, okay? This is my redstone test world here. It's a mess, I know. But every now and then I like to try new things, and some of the things you see in here are builds that don't make it into my videos, and some of them do. And some redstone. This was planned for my Let's Play world. It was going to be like an entrance or exits into the industrial area. I scrapped the idea because it was just going to be inconvenient. But look at this. Look at my redstone. It's a little slow to come down, but it works. It took me a couple tries. As you see here, I've been trying new things, experimenting with builds, experimenting with palettes. Some things make it into the world, like these two things. Some things, they don't. They look a little weird. This one made it into the world. Redstone right there. The cactus farm was pretty much entirely built right here. Just lots of redstone and stuff. Try redstone. If you tried redstone for just a little bit, you know, make yourself experiment with redstone for like an hour, and trust me, you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, I want to go back to building. I hate redstone so much. Because to be honest, it happens to me. But yeah, just experiment. Creative is perfect for this. Have a world where you just start trying new things. And then you can look back at the past, and then you'd come back to these ideas maybe. Look at this. Bone blocks, you know, you can use any block you want. This build right here, I might use it someday in the future. I like this palette, that's not bad. If we head over here, you know, it's just these kind of things. You gotta try new things, experiment, make a redstone test world, or a creative test world. That should be what it's called. I don't know why I call mine a redstone test world. Maybe it's because there's a lot of redstone, but there is also a lot of builds in this world too. But I think that's all the advice I have. I'm not going to give you anything crazy and straightforward because I believe building is more of an art than anything. Building is much more than, you know, do this to be better at building, use these blocks and blah 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 blah. Like that's not how building is. Building is very much an art. Believe it or not, I mean, I'm not great at building, but like, believe it or not, I suck at art in real life. I'm absolute garbage. I cannot draw a straight line to save my life. But on Minecraft, it's just so much more different. I don't know. But yeah, I hope this advice was helpful. Yeah, building is an art, to summarize everything. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and sub and do all the things. I love you all. Peace out. I'm so amazing at outro.